thanks so much for joining us here at Live with Lifestyle Listings. Okay, my tongue's not working today. So, thank you for joining us today. I'm Lori Meyer, real estate broker here in Ventura County, here to help you with any of your real estate needs. So whether that's buying, selling, or maybe you just have questions like what's going on, what should I be doing, or what shouldn't I be doing? You know, so please feel free, if you're on the show today, post your questions here. And we're so happy to have you. We have a great guest today, Nicolle Echevarria. Let me just divert you or let you inform you that we have some great links in the bio. We have my website link. We have, I think, your home value link in case you are thinking about, like, what is my home worth today? So there's a place there that you can get a free home market analysis, and that is free. You put your address in there, you get your report, your email, bing, bang, boom, and there you get all the activity that's happening within your neighborhood. Just remember, when we do market analysis online, on Zillow, on different venues like that, remember they don't take into consideration your condition. So if you go to Zillow or somewhere, or if you do a home market analysis on our website and the number comes up, you're like, oh, that seems low, or that doesn't seem right, that's okay. We can work through that because when we come and sit down with you and meet with you, we walk through condition, we talk about all the great things you've done to your property, and we look at that and we alter the value number based on your condition, which any other website can't see what's going on inside your home and on all the love you've put into it. So, what else? Oh, yeah, so it's Mother's Day weekend. This could possibly be the most important holiday of the year. So, I always like to say, if you're a woman, you're probably a mother. You're either a mother of someone, of a partner, or a four-legged friend. So, happy Mother's Day to all of you ladies out there, and for you husbands, boyfriends, partners that have women that are mothers in your life. Take good care of them. Do something. It doesn't have to be big and huge, but it has to. But it should be something really kind, and to let them know that you appreciate them, because us women are out there and we wear lots of hats, right? And we want to be recognized for that. So, and if you are a mother out there, take good care of yourself and do something good and special for yourself this weekend. Maybe it's just going down to the beach and enjoying the water. So anyways, happy Mother's Day weekend to all of you, and to me, because I'm a mother and it's my most favorite job in the world. I love being a mother. So, and I'm a grandmother too. So, all right, so let me introduce to you our guest today, who is one of the members on our team, one of the real estate agents on our team. I'm going to give you a little background here. So, Nicolle Echevarria and I have been friends for, I think, 13 years at least. And we met outside of real estate in a different circle. And who would have ever known that that circle would have brought us back to where we are today? And one of my most favorite stories about Nicolle is about 2 years ago, I think it was, that she called me. She had a real estate license. She was working at another brokerage locally here in Ventura, and she called me on a Friday morning. I'll never forget it. I was sitting it was during COVID, or COVID had just kicked in, I think. And I was sitting at my desk, and I had so much going on. I was very busy. I was working solo, and I was like, oh, it's time for me to bring on an associate. It's time for me to start working with a buyer's agent. I really, really want someone. And literally my phone rang. It was pretty incredible. And Nicolle called me, and she's like, hey, how are you? I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good to hear you. How are you doing? She goes, I'm good, but I'm kind of keeping my options open right now. I'm looking around and I keep thinking about you, so I thought I'd give you a call and see, if you're interested in talking about, coming on board or working together. I'm like, oh gosh, yes. So I am so excited today to introduce to you my dear friend and associate, Nicolle Echevarria.
Yay! Hello, good morning. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Yes, you are definitely a mother.
Yeah,
You
so
are
fortunate.
a great mother.
Blessed by 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. So
Yeah, you always
I know. Won't forget the story either. So
That's a great
it's
story,
great
right?
I was like, I got chills. You got chills.
I
said, I feel like a new agent when I started with you, and just being experienced with all those buyers that we got to transact with over the last year. So.
Yeah, we have had some fun transactions.
And then you started your team.
And then we started the lifestyle listings team, and Nicolle is a part of that. And one of the things I think I can personally say when you work with Nicolle is her energy level is incredible. Her enthusiasm is incredible. Her passion, her knowledge. Now, Nicolle has been in the Ventura area for like over 20 years, right?
Yeah, 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
A long time. So
And you are from?
I am Portuguese, but I was born, can't even talk, I got the tongue twisters this morning too. It's a Friday fun. I think I'm just excited that it's Friday and the sunny out there. But I was born in Zimbabwe and moved to Ohio when I was like 9 years old, and it's been quite an adventure, but we're Portuguese and we've traveled the world. My parents were in the travel agency industry, and my mom was a flight attendant actually.
Oh my gosh. For what airlines?
It was Pan Am and TAP
Oh my
back
gosh,
then.
Pan Am.
The 80s. It's cool.
She used to wear one of those little hats.
Oh yeah,
like,
she has her little picture with her scarf and her little hat.
and her wings,
Yes,
you
it
know.
was so cute. She was so cute.
How fun. Now, do you speak Portuguese?
I do fluently. I still speak Portuguese.
Okay, let's have you say something. Can you say something to us like Happy Mother's Day or something fun?
Well, it sounds like Spanish when you say Happy Mother's Day, Bom Dia de Mães, and I could say Bom Dia, nós estamos aqui em Ventura com minha amiga Lori. So good morning, we're here in Nicolle.
It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I get excited when I speak Portuguese because it doesn't happen very often. We have Lucy in our office, you know, that we can speak Portuguese with.
Oh, do you guys ever have conversations or do you ever just
Yeah.
like throw some stuff out
Yeah,
there?
it's pretty fun.
That is fun.
There's a lot of Brazilians out there. It's kind of amazing how they kind of sneak up on you. Penny has a couple friends, so it's fun. I love speaking Portuguese. And
It sounds like you love speaking it. Looks like,
Portuguese food.
yeah. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but when I drink tequila, which isn't that often, but if I do drink tequila, all of a sudden I start speaking Spanish. It's really good. Anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I like to have fun with that kind of stuff. It kind of is inbred in me. Like my Latin roots come out. I think that's why I get so excited about
I just have always considered you or looked at you as like a really fun person.
Thank
You want to go out and have fun, like invite Nicolle. You'll have a great time. So, all right. Well, let's talk about real estate. You know, and
What's the haps?
like what is going on in real estate? It's all so crazy and unpredictable right now. When people ask me, what is going on with real estate? What is going on with real estate? My answer is this. It just really depends on what you want to do with real estate. Do you want to invest? Do you want to be a landlord? Do you want to sell your property? Do you want to, are you buying? Like, what do you want to do? So it really does depend on which path they want to take, right?
And there's so many options right now. Some people are upsizing, downsizing, shifting neighborhoods.
Yeah.
A lot going on in our tiny community.
But I think the thing we can definitely agree on is having your money in the real estate market.
I think Mark Twain said they don't make land anymore, so if you invest in it, it's going to pay
I
off.
love that.
So, yeah, now's the time, now or never, if you want to live in this area too, I think, you know.
Yeah.
The beach communities constantly grow and shift, and Ventura hasn't seen a big growth in a long time, and now I think that we are expanding faster than we can even fathom.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is
And
exciting.
if you get in now, you're going to make a huge future for yourself in this area.
Gosh, it's so true. I've been watching my property value, and just like in the last 6 months, I gained $50,000.
I mean, why would you wait? If you wait till next year, you're going to lose that $50,000.
You're going to lose that money.
That's
you know?
how I see it.
Yeah, and people, a lot of people are concerned that the interest rates have gone up a little bit, and like
They go up and down. That's an interest rate, right?
that's right.
But you still gain on it when it's your property. If you don't have any property, you're paying someone else's mortgage and giving them equity. So why not give it to yourself, right?
Yeah, and one of my favorite lenders, Ceci Figueroa, hi Ceci, she says, friends don't let friends pay rent. And she says it with her Hispanic,
So
accent. So
yes.
it's much more romantic when she says it. But yeah.
That's so cute. But it's true. I mean, they say an 8% increase you could see in the values of the homes in a year or two. I think it's 2 years now, you're saying? It's just crazy how much it's grown. I mean, I think we've had a 15% increase in the median home price in the last year.
That's a lot.
Incredible.
That's a lot.
For Ventura County. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is really a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes, people think about buying real estate, and I can think of a couple people just recently that I've been talking to specifically about this. Like, oh, I'd really like to get in the real estate market. Oh, but there's a lot of fear there. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't. My debt's too high. My credit card, my score's not high enough. And they start making decisions themselves about whether they qualify or not, versus coming and sitting down with us and going, hey, I'd like to do this. And that's okay, and that's good. It doesn't mean, because you come talk to us, you have to go into escrow in the next 7 days. It's a journey. It's a time to, sit down with a professional, someone who's gonna really walk you through the journey and hold your hand, bring in a lender that's gonna walk you through and create that path. And whatever your goal and your dream is, we're gonna get there. I don't know when, but we'll get there.
Yeah,
and it's better to sit down and say, hey, I want this. Start putting it out to the universe.
Sure.
I want this. Go start getting it. And then if it's not going to happen, you'll know
what to do to put yourself in the position. There's no end. You can't ever do it, because that's not true. You can do it.
You can do it.
It might not be the dream house at first, but it's going to give you that catapult to get into that next investment. And I've seen it time and time again with other friends that have purchased. Down the line, they flip it or use it as an investment and use the equity that they've gained, that $50,000, to put down on another property that they actually love more, Right. So it's not never, it's up to you. And we're here to help you.
We're here to help you at whatever level you want to be helped at. We don't have our agenda. It's all about your agenda.
Yeah.
So,
and then with the sellers, now it's such a crazy time. It's a seller's market in our area. So, how do we help our sellers get that property sold and either get them into something bigger or smaller?
So when we start to work with the seller, this is always a really interesting component of initially I'm working with some sellers right now. And it's like, how do we know what the price is? Let's talk a little bit about how do we, decide what price are we gonna, price are we gonna list the home at?
Yeah, so most of the time we do all the work for you. That's why you call us to get going, and we look at all of the recent sales in the neighborhood and look at homes that are comparable to what you're selling. And we start there and look at all the different factors of improvements on the home to give a good value to it. And if we see something that can be improved at a low cost to give you a boost, like curb appeal is a huge decision maker in price.
Huge.
It's so crazy that a little bit of dirt shifted around to change your value and get you a higher price.
No, it's true, because
crazy.
When those properties hit the market, and by the way, we are really conscientious, this is a really important marketing technique, that when your property goes onto the market as a seller, that you only get one first look. Right? So when you meet a person for the first time, you only get one first meeting. You only get one first look. And that first look has to be so spectacular. So we make sure of that. When we push the button to say list it, it's going to look so extremely amazing when it hits the market.
And people are just going to want to walk through that door.
And they just want to come and see it. So you're right, curb appeal is so important. Because we've seen a lot of houses that have great curb appeal, and then we walk inside and we're like,
but we still love it. It gives you that first impression. It's okay to have a little fixes that you can do inside, But you want to see the dream, and we try to help our sellers show the dream that they can show other people so that we can get them sold and out the door, right?
Yeah. So back to like figuring out sales price. So we look at sales in the area, we look at condition.
And we look at what they've done in the home recently. I mean, it could look really great, but the roof is 10 years old, and we know that could be, you know, something to talk about when you're putting the house on the market. And if you improve that, you can get more money too for the value, but we have to look at that. If they don't want to improve it, right, that's going to factor a price.
Right.
In that moment, depends on what they're looking for. As far as timing, how much time do you have before you want to sell? Are you selling because you're just wanting something different, or you have a job that's taking you somewhere else, right?
Right.
That does also have a factor in putting a price on it.
Yeah, because a lot of sellers, usually the first question when I start to work with the seller is, you know, have you thought about a price? Because there's so many people out there, they're like, oh, I know the price. And they'll come to me and go, oh, I know the price. And they'll tell me the price. And, you know, maybe they're just like committed to that price,
right.
Whatever it is. Maybe it's a number that's important to them or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes they call the shots, and that's okay. They can call the shots, and I tell them in the first 3-4 days of putting it on the market, we'll know whether that price is right.
Because the market will decide.
Because the market will decide.
Yeah.
The market will drive the price to the home.
And sometimes we get surprised by it, and that's kind of the fun part, actually.
I think
that's kind of the fun part, but yeah,
that is the fun
it's
part.
a factor that is considered. But getting to that number, I think, with our expertise and history, we know exactly how to position the seller correctly so that we make them happy, and the buyers obviously are happy when they purchase it. So
yeah, absolutely. And so coming at that price, it's a team effort with the seller and us. And so, we go through that. We look at condition, location. Location is really, really important when it comes to price. I love to use the example of Mandalay Bay, Chatham Islands Harbor, because one house could be the exact mirror house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, exact same house, but one of them is on a waterway that you got to go all the way back into to get, and one could be on a more easily accessed waterway, and that creates a much bigger price. So it's not apples to apples. It's always looking at location. I'm talking to a seller right now. Oh my gosh, she has location going for her all day long. It's like, I don't know, how much do you want to sell your house for? We can sell it. You got location all day long, and that's a huge deal. People want location because you can't change location, right? You can change condition, but you cannot change. You cannot pick up a house and move it.
Well, they do, but not the ones that are really gracious.
That's manufactured home. That's a whole another live program that we'll do another day. So,
that's a great topic too.
So let's see. So what else? Let's talk about what maybe we do price it, and maybe we get to escrow and we get to appraisal. Like we had
a situation.
You had the sale recently up in Oakview, so talk about that a little bit.
Right. So we priced it. We had a great number on the home that the seller and I came to an agreement on, and they actually got an offer within 3 days, and it was over asking. So we knew we priced it right, because if it sits longer than 7 days, that's a little indication, but could be location. 7 days is still a short time, but that's what's happening in Ventura. I'm telling you what, it's crazy. But 3 days we had an offer, and we got to the point with the transaction. It happened to be in a certain type of loan, and
it was an FHA.
It was an FHA, and the appraisal came in very low, like about 50 to 60,000 under asking, maybe even a little higher, I think. But they were using comparables that were recent, but not a comparable sale to the home. They were utilizing the square footage versus how many bedrooms and bathrooms, and it wasn't quite right, or the square footage was under, but they were still under a bedroom and under a bathroom, and it priced the home low in this appraisal, which made it a difficult transaction, because with FHA, that appraisal will stay with an FHA loan type. So if someone else comes in and offers on the home with an FHA loan, we have to take that appraisal if the transaction
that appraisal
doesn't go
sits
through.
there.
And we tried to work with it, but there were other situations that the buyer decided that it just wasn't right for them at the end of the day. So we put it back on the market, and within another couple of days, I got another offer over asking, and it closed, and we were done. And so,
And that was a conventional loan.
yes,
right?
it ended up being conventional. But and basically it was like 7 days of it being technically on the market that it got an offer and closed out with under 30 days over asking. So
Yeah.
sometimes there are things that present a challenge. It might seem a little difficult in the moment, but that's what we're here for, is to help you through those moments, to educate each other in the moment, because sometimes we learn things too. So the market educates us, and our buyers and sellers get that opportunity. But we are here to make it seamless, right? Sometimes we just don't even let you worry about those things that seem so stressful in the moment, and then boom, house is gone, and we get to move on, right?
Yeah, get your keys and live your dream.
It's a really
Not
amazing
pay
thing.
rent anymore.
I know, right? Not pay someone else's rent, right?
Yeah.
So that happens, right, with the transactions in real estate, and the trends with that too, right? The difficultness of transaction doesn't really matter because houses are still going so fast. I think like in Ventura County, things are moving at lightning speed still.
Yeah, I don't know what our average days on market is right now. That means when property goes onto the market, how long does it take for it to get into escrow? That's called days on market. And I think our average days on market right now, I'm going to guess it's 14 days. Median days on the market in Ventura Homes is 14 days. So that's up a little bit. I think we were down to 7.
Yeah, we were during last year. But that's still fast. To be able to close an escrow transaction within 21 days, come on, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But being that it's such a seller's market right now, like in Ventura County, I think we have today, I looked this morning, we have under 700 in the county, but in Ventura, it's less than 100 homes that are for sale. Yeah, I think it's 92 homes for sale. In the city of Ventura, I think there's 25 in Ojai. That's not a lot.
Okay, so the market is not slowing down. A lot of people are like, well, it's kind of slowing down. Like, it's not.
No. There's new houses every day on the market, but not enough. We need a couple more houses on the market.
The market, we have such a high demand right now. The city of, the county of Ventura has such a, we have so many people moving in. We have a lot of people exiting, but we have more people moving into the area than are leaving,
Yeah.
So,
I don't see
if you're interested in selling, this really is a good time to sell. My crystal ball is broken; it doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what's going to happen in a couple of months from here, But I do know that if you're thinking about selling your home, then it's good to sit down with us and to go, hey, where am I at? Where do I fall? What does the number look like? And we talk about what your plan is. Well, then where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You want to sell your home? Do you want to downsize? Do you want to move out of the area? We network with agents across the country. So, like recently I closed a transaction here in Ventura, and my seller was relocating to Texas. So, we worked with that Texas agent, and that was a relationship. We worked back and forth to coordinate the sale, the purchase and the sale, and that was very, very smooth. And so many times sellers are like, well, I'm kind of thinking about going to, whatever, Texas or, Iowa or whatever. We can work with you on that too. Like, we can connect you with the people to help you look in those areas as well. And that whole contingent, sale is something that's tricky. It is tricky, but we do it all the time, and we're very good at it in making sure that you're not selling your home and your new home isn't closed and you're not homeless, So we make sure that all works out. But it's still
growing. I think, what is it, 15% increase since last year?
That's a lot of money, When we're talking about, like $700,000, that's like, that's like what? 7 times 10, 70. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's like $80,000.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I don't know about you guys if you're, in the market right now, in the stock market, but jeez. Yeah. It's a little bit of a roller coaster there. Hang on, because it'll go back up. But Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
I think that, what we just need to remind us of what we're talking about today and remind you all that are watching. And thank you so much to the people that joined in today. Waterfront Escape, I think you stopped by to say hello today, and Steve and
hi
Jason.
Steve!
Hi, and Michael, thank you so much.
Michael.
And
Do you guys have any questions that we can answer for you while you're on here?
regarding the trends that are happening,
Or anything, like maybe where to go for dinner tonight? I mean, we're pretty up on
or what
all
we
this
like for Mother's Day, or Jessica wants for Mother's Day.
Oh, right. Anything shiny.
We can give you a key that's shiny too, so.
That's right.
That's a good Mother's Day gift, by the way.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's
there's no questions coming in right now, and that's all fine, but I always just really want to, I know that you have just recently, I always like to talk about the Ladies Luncheon because it's
Such a great thing.
one of my most passionate projects that I do in my life. We are getting ready to celebrate on June 2nd, 13 years of Ladies Luncheon.
Congratulations!
I'm so excited about it. And yesterday at our Ladies Luncheon event, women are coming back, they're reintegrating, the numbers are, going back up there. We meet at the Greek. And so you've come to
I
Ladies
know, and I
Luncheon.
need to come back. Because last month was my birthday, and I just did the thing.
Yeah, I know.
And then I forgot about yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday.
But you came to Ladies Luncheon.
I'm going to
You
come
enjoyed
back.
it.
I'm coming next month, because next month I heard it's going to be pretty fun.
It's going to be pretty fun.
So you better come.
And then yesterday we announced at Ladies Luncheon that we are going to be doing another all-day event, Radiant You. We did a Radiant You event 2 years ago, right before COVID. And that was an all-day event of just taking care of women, giving them some great information, speakers, meditation, yoga. So we are putting together our council for
And
that.
you can get information on your Instagram through the link, right? There's a link to jump onto the
Yeah.
Ladies Luncheon.
There's
and
a
get more
link in
information.
my bio. We have also a website, theladies.luncheon.com. So the signups for our event in June will be active in about a week. So you can watch for that. So we'd love to have any of you ladies out there that just want to come and
It's really fun.
socialize and communicate and connect. It's down at the Greek and the harbor, and it's beautiful, and we have a lot of fun, and we laugh a lot, and what goes on at Ladies Luncheon stays at Ladies Luncheon. So anyways.
But thank you so much for having me on today.
Oh,
and
you're
talking about the
welcome.
market.
Thank you so
And
much for coming.
If anyone wants to stop by my website, I'm on Instagram as well at realtor_Nicolle. And I think that there's a link in our little story this morning, but we are a team, and so you can find us through Lori's website. There's a link to myself and my pages there. But
Yeah, and you have a link on your page also for getting their home values
yes,
as well.
which
right?
is so awesome. It makes it so easy for them to figure it out. I love that. But so it's been such a pleasure to sit in again today with you, and I just can't wait for the future because it's gonna keep going. It's a wild time out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
I think
much.
we're kind of at the end of our show, and so just hang on here. And to all of you out there, once again, it's a beautiful weekend again here in Ventura, and there's lots of fun things to do, lots of great restaurants. Go and get outside today and make it a great weekend. The choice is yours. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Wake